All right, Shalom. First off, I'm going to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. Yahweh being the Heavenly Father's true name, Yahweh Shai being the name of His only begotten Son. Double honors unto the elders and the apostles, a great millstone who rule well and teach well. And peace, blessings, and salutations to all you walking throughout the four corners of the earth, continuing to push and do the works in truth and in sincerity. All right, this is the brother Marshall. One of the men coming up under the branch I am in the morning camp. I'm here with a quick lesson once again. Just going to be about really just acknowledging the Lord, and like the scriptures say, which is what we're going to start off with in this Sirach 2. All right, but just when you're brought to a lower state or whatever it is, whatever it is that the Lord takes away, or all right, just overall in a situation to where you're brought low, just acknowledging the Lord. All right, but this Sirach 2, and starting at the top. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. Okay, so once again, all right, this is a staple. Once again, a brother in our camp likes to bring this out a lot, or through the Spirit, a brother in our camp brings this out a lot, and that's exactly what we got to do. Okay, prepare your soul for temptation. All right, which is what? Tests. Reading on. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Okay, so whatever it is, once again, that you're dealing with, okay, just continue to cry out to the Lord and pray to the Lord. All right. And once again, too, because this is something I gotta kind of learn, or not kind of, this is something I'm making sure to understand and learn each and every time. All right, because I can speak. I'm just speaking for myself. Sometimes it's you want to find out, okay, how can I move on and do this so I can do this, so that I can get out of this situation. But it's like sometimes, all right, there was an elder brother in the Chicago camp by the name of Jeremiah. All right, his channel is GMS Chicago Teach What Was Taught. He did a lesson a while back, like last month, or I want to say last year now, but pretty much it was about embracing humility. All right, and that's been coming up in my mind every single time whenever the Lord brings me down. All right, or brings me or takes something away. Like, are you? Because the brother mentioned to examine yourself. So, but I don't want to talk too much. Salakia, verse 4: Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. All right, and this is another thing too. All right, instead of doing all the talking, I really could have just read the precept, because this is the main point right here. Be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. So you want to relax, okay, pray to the Lord, all right, and ask the Lord to guide you, all right, okay, because like it says in Proverbs, let's get that, Proverbs chapter 3, and Proverbs chapter 3, and getting to the point, verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Okay, and that's in everything, all right? Like that Sirach 2 just said, when thou art brought to a lower state, be patient, right? So, hey, that's, you got to be patient. And when you're when you're patient, all right, you're looking for the Lord to guide you and to direct your steps and to make the next move for you, right? Yeah. In all their ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. So that's one thing I'm definitely working on getting better at doing. Okay, when things don't go my way all the time, or Lord throws throw something in my way to slow me down or stop me. All right, of course, for a good reason, of course. All right, and what I say by a good reason is something that'll help you to open your eyes on something you need to do better. All right, but from here, let's grab Philippians chapter 4. So like it's something I want to practice doing too, is reading along or opening the scriptures too. This is Philippians. So like it bear with me. Yeah, that's why you gotta be in your book all the time, man. Okay. All right, Philippians chapter 4, and starting at verse 12. And this is Paul speaking. Philippians 4 and 12. I know both how to be abased, and I know how to abound. Everywhere and in all things I am instructed both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need. I can do all things through Hamashiach, which strengtheneth me. All right, so Paul is saying he knows how to be brought low and how to endure, how to be brought low and how to abound. All right, and another thing too, because when I read it in the NLT as well, well, we don't really need to read it in the NLT, but pretty much, just like it says, I know both how to abase and I know how to abound. Okay, it says verse 13 says I can do all things through Hamashiach, which which strengtheneth me. All right. So ultimately, when you're brought to a lower state, you still acknowledge the Lord. Okay, like that proverb said. All right, so that He can direct your steps. All right, because another thing too. Let me try to find that. All right, 2 Corinthians chapter 12 and verse 9. All right, 2 Corinthians chapter 12 and verse 9. And he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made known in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Hamashiach may rest upon me. Okay, so in weakness, that's when the Lord's strength is made known. Okay, that's when the Lord can come through and help you. All right, that's His strength being shown. All right, so that's another thing too. So from here, going back to read that Philippians. So now I'm gonna read Job. All right, because that's another scripture that stuck out to me, or that came up in my mind. All right, this is Job chapter 1 and verse 21. I'll start at 20. Pretty much a quick overview. Pretty much is after everything just happened to Job, he started catching hell. All right, his servants died. Okay, his stuff was stolen, his substance, right? His house got burned down. Okay, this is the afflictions that Satan came at him with, all right, after the bet was made, right? Uh Verse 20, then Job arose and rent his mantle and shaved his head and fell down upon the ground and worshipped and said, naked came I out of my mother's womb, and naked shall I return thither. The Lord gave, and the Lord had taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. And all this did not Job, in all this Job sinned not, nor charged the Most High foolishly. Okay, so this is another thing right here, all right? As he caught that hell, what he bowed down and he prayed to the Lord, okay, and he didn't charge the Most High foolishly. So he didn't get mad at the Lord. He didn't murmur, okay. He simply acknowledged the Lord, all right, and he said, "What the Lord giveth, and the Lord taketh away." All right. So the point of this lesson pretty much is when we catch hell, all right, hey, you got to sit down and once again and acknowledge the Lord and pray to the Lord and ask what like the elder brother Jeremiah said, what am I doing wrong? All right. And ask the Lord to guide you and to help you in that situation. All right, but that was pretty much the point of this lesson. Just going into that. Lord's will, I hope it was edifying and on point. Hope I wasn't all over the place. Giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rachak Kodash. Double honors unto the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. And peace, blessings, and salutations to all you Wakim continuing to push and do the works in truth and in sincerity. Shalom.